నాకు నాకు సినిమా మీద అనిపించి ఉంటుందో దాంట్లోనే ఎక్కువ ఉంది అనిపించింది. దెన్ సీరియస్గా తీసుకోవడం మొదలుపెట్టాను. బ్రహ్మాస్త్రం స్టోరీ లైన్ తను అప్పటి వరకు అంటే సబ్సిక్వెంట్ మీటింగ్స్లో తను అప్పటి వరకు చేసిన సీన్స్ ఏ విధంగా అప్రోచ్ అవుతున్నాడు తను చెప్తుంటే ఒక బ్రహ్మాండాన్ని క్రియేట్ చేస్తున్నాడు అనిపించింది. సో ఫస్ట్ మీటింగ్లోనే నేను కరణ్ జోహర్ గారు చెప్పాను, ఐ విల్ బి అసోసియేటెడ్ విత్ దిస్ నాట్ బికాస్ ఆఫ్ యూ సార్, బట్ బికాస్ ఆఫ్ హిస్ craziness and because of the love for his project. Of course, I respect you, but the reason is him. సో నేను బ్రహ్మాస్త్ర గురించి ఇంకా ఫర్దర్గా మనం ఇంకా మాట్లాడుకుందాం. బట్ ఆ ప్రేమ, నాకున్న ప్రేమను మీకు కూడా చూపించాలని ఉంది. ఇన్వైటింగ్ యాన్ ఆన్ టు ద స్టేజ్. ప్లీజ్ యాన్ కమ్ హియర్. We Telugu people have love people who love films. You know, so you have such love for your film. Please talk about it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone, for coming. I have to start today with Rajamouli Garu. I cannot express properly what it means to me, sir, that you said these words about me and about Brahmastra, and that your name is going to present the South languages of the film. It means too much to me. Your name, according to me, is the number one name in cinema in our country, and that name, it has so much weight, but it is to build that name, it is all your passion for cinema, all your hard work that has built that name. And the fact that that name is now on top of Brahmastra, it is truly a blessing for our journey and for the film. Thank you, sir, so much. It means the world to me that you've come on board on Brahmastra. Really.
No, I want you to talk about Brahmastra, not about. Talk about Brahmastra.
Yes. Okay. So I'm sorry, I'll speak in English. I wish I could speak in Telugu, but I'll do my best. I hope everybody can understand me. We have been making Brahmastra, me and my team, for many years. It is a film that we are showing you a very small bit of today, but we have put everything we had into this project to create for our audiences all over the country a truly new, never seen before, mind-blowing cinema experience. I don't want to say too much about what the film is about because I feel you will discover it through time, and I'll bore you if I start to say too much right now. What I do want to say is that when this project came together and as I was growing, trying to make this film, one of the things I started learning about, which unfortunately I did not know about my entire life, was really this part of our country, the Telugu speaking world, the South speaking languages, and what I have come to learn about the passion of cinema that exists in this part of the world, I think means we have to aspire for it all over our country. It is just something else. There is a magic in how people here feel about movies, and I really wanted for Brahmastra to be a part of that magic and invite audiences everywhere, language not being a barrier, to come in and see this work that we've done and give us a chance with this film. That's what today is about. Rajamouli sir, thank you. Your name is on the film. Hopefully it will, allow us to start inviting people into our experience of Brahmastra. I'll take 2 minutes because we have an order in which we are all inviting people. But our journey in this part of the world also began with Nagsir, Mr. Nagarjuna Akkineni, who was the first big support that happened for Brahmastra here. Again, I can't say enough. The generosity with which you came onto our film, sir, is something else. You are more than anybody on the film, more than Ranbir and Alia, the favorite cast member of everybody on Brahmastra. So, the feeling every time I have come to Hyderabad has been very, very welcoming. And I hope that spirit, that magic continues for us as we put Brahmastra out there. All this support that I've gained here, Rajamouli sir, even with you, there is certain pillars and certain mentors that have supported us from the foundation of my filmmaking career. And I want to talk a little bit about that. My mentor, right from the beginning of my filmmaking journey, the first pillar on Brahmastra, who we've not really introduced to you all so far, Karan Johar, who's here with us, who was our first, without Karan's association with Rajamouli sir, also it helped to build a bridge for me to come here with Brahmastra. So let me not stop fumbling and invite Karan to come up here and speak about all of us and Brahmastra and this relationship. Thank you.
Antriki Namaskaram to everybody. What do I say? Sometimes I feel like I've been on various platforms to talk about various films in my filmography. It always feels important because each film is important, each crew is important, each cast member is important. And there comes a time where there's a film like Brahmastra, which is no longer a film for any of us really. It's a breathing emotion. And it's an emotion that we want to transfer to all of you across the world. For me, Ayan is really like my firstborn in many, many ways. He's also our secret Brahmastra at Hyderabad Productions. We've kept him away, but now we've decided to kind of put him out there. Now he's exploding on various stages across the nation, which is a good thing. Because I think a filmmaker must always be at the forefront. Because this particular filmmaker has put his blood, his sweat, his tears, every inch of his passion into every beat of Brahmastra. There is not a single day in the last 7 to 8 years where I haven't seen him toil and make this, what we say, labor of love. We sometimes say it just as a statement for various films. Many films don't deserve for us to call them a labor of love. Brahmastra is more than a labor of love. It's an entire journey. And we have so many people to be grateful for, so many people to be thankful for. Literally, I don't think this film would have been possible without the pillars that supported Ayan at each stage of production, his direction team, just everyone, you name it, in his crew. They've been part of the Brahmastra family. We don't even call them crew, they're family. Because it's only family members that can sit relentlessly for hours in an office and work for someone if they're just thinking about an end of the day validation or remuneration. They're working for the film so that everyone loves this film when it releases. And I don't think this would have been possible without the pillar members of the cast, which is Ranbir and Alia, Mr. Bachchan. Literally, I think Ranbir has been in this movie even before he was born. It's literally, I used to hear stories from Rajamouli sir about how Prabhas and Rana have given 5 years of their life to Bahubali, and rightfully so. That is the crowning glory of Indian cinema. Ranbir has given over 7, I want to tell you. Seasons have changed. Fads have changed, governments nearly changed, everything has changed. Brahmastra was relentlessly on for him. He never stopped breathing Brahmastra, all because of his belief in the filmmaker, Ayan Mukherjee. Alia became like the little... Alia grew up on Brahmastra, what do I say? When Alia joined Brahmastra, she was just about entering the movie. She had done a couple of films. Today, veteran Alia Bhatt, literally, veteran Alia Bhatt, one of our strongest actors we have. So honored and so blessed that she's part of this movie Mavericks, magnum opus. I can't tell you, over and above the entire brilliant cast of RRR, I'm so glad that my baby girl is in RRR. That she has a close-up in a Rajamouli film. That to me is it. It's the gold standard. When I speak of Rajamouli sir, I want to say that He made a film, his debut film was called Student Number One. I made a film called Student of the Year, which I don't want to get into further details about, because I don't think it really broke cinematic boundaries. But the only thing that I have in common with Rajamouli is not talent, genius, movie making, mastroness, nothing. Just the fact that we have one filmography which has a similar sounding title. And that's all that actually makes me happy. I watched each and every film. I've clapped loudly at watching his films. I've applauded his genius. And the one film when I saw Iga, I remember standing up in my chair at the cinema hall and I said, if he can make a fly do this, can you imagine what he can do with human beings? And then he goes and makes the crowning glory of Indian cinema, Bahubali. And I remember meeting him at our humble office and I'm saying, sir, please allow me to present your film in Hindi, because it will be my honor to show your genius to this country that needs and deserves Rajamouli in their cinema archives. And it is actually Rajamouli sir's film Bahubali that is the first true crossover film of Indian cinema. Otherwise we talk about crossover. Normally when we cross, it's all over, because we cross and nothing happens. This is the first time that you talk about terms like pan-India. You talk about Indian cinema. And that is all because of this genius standing on my right. He actually brought cinema together within the country, within the geographical boundaries of our great nation. He brought one cinema. Today when I see the excitement that surrounds his film, I'm like, this is a film made by a filmmaker from the South, and it's going to probably open higher than most Hindi films have in the last 2 years. And I can't wait to see his magic unfold. Thank you, sir. Thank you for allowing us to just breathe the same air as you. And also, thank you for being the presentation force for Brahmastra, agreeing to do this through Ayan's vision and magic, and for all the southern markets to have your brand attached. I know, and I'm sure all of you will agree with me, will make the hugest difference. Thank you again, sir. Lots and lots of respect. One member of Brahmastra's cast actually goes way back with me and my family. I remember there was an outdoor in Seychelles which my father and mother went to. And they came back and said that we met the kindest, nicest human being on this outdoor. Him and his wife are the nicest people we've ever met. And I was very young then, and they said Nagarjuna sir and Amra ma'am are probably the nicest people we have ever met. And I've grown up hearing this about Nag sir. Literally hearing this from my father till his last day, that one of the kindest, nicest, warmest people I've ever met has been Nag sir. And I saw that warmth, I saw that love, I saw that stardom, I saw that energy when he just came on board to a film he knew nothing about. A filmmaker he probably had never met before. Yes, he knew me, but the real reason he walked because of his passion for cinema. Sir, we really bow down in respect for all the love you've given us, your hospitality in Hyderabad, and your warmth more than anything else, sir. It makes us feel like we're protected. We're protected in your city, and we're protected by you in general. So we thank you, and really without any further ado, I would like to invite you on stage. The stage is all yours.
Andarki Namaskaram. Thank you, Karan, such kind words. You talked about Rajamouli garu gurinchi matladaru, and Rajamouli garu ee సినిమాని ప్రెజెంట్ చేస్తున్నారంటే ఆల్రెడీ మీకు అర్థమై ఉంటుంది ఈ సినిమా సత్తా. అండ్ ఆయన ఊరికే ప్రజెంట్ చేయరు, అండ్ ఆయాన్ని కలిసిన తర్వాత ప్రజెంట్ చేశారు. అండ్ థ్యాంక్ యూ రాజమౌళి గారు, నేను ఈ సినిమాలో కాస్ట్. సో నేను కూడా దట్స్ వై ఐమ్ సేయింగ్ థ్యాంక్ యూ టు యూ ఫర్ ప్రెజెంటింగ్ దిస్ ఫిల్మ్. అండ్ Ayan, thank you for thinking about me. And when you came and met me at my house, and I saw that craziness and madness in you, and the passion, how you explained that bit of the role to me, and I immediately said, yes, I want to do this film, just to be with you. And that was just to be with you, Ayan. And as I first came to Bulgaria, that was the first schedule బయలుదేరి వచ్చాను. అండ్ అక్కడ వచ్చిందనే అర్థమైంది the craziness and madness, what he said was there. It's just not what I saw. And the passion, I saw you work every day, the thoughts racing in your head, and you would be speaking to me, and your eyes would be somewhere else, and thoughts somewhere else. And I saw that with you also. And I know you're not listening to me. You have something else going on. But that was very amusing for me to see that childlike quality in you to achieve what you wanted or you want to. You just loved cinema like a toy, your favorite toy. And you played with it. You played with all of us. And I am so glad this happened. And I saw the struggle of, I think I've been there for about 3 years.
So we came to you in 2018.
Oh, right.
We came right.
Okay.
4 years.
It's been 4 years.
You finished a lot of films in the meantime. But you have been a rock for us, sir. You know how we feel. There are things I can't say about just the generosity with which you came onto our film. There are no words, sir. I hope someday in life I can pay it forward. That's it. I feel so much gratitude, sir.
I'll just give me another role. So that was it. I mean, I don't know. I mean, we've been friends for life. That's all I can say. And Karan, though you never saw me on sets, I keep complaining all the time. I've always followed you, and I remember that trip to Seychelles. You were just a little kid, that trip, and especially meeting your great father and mother, and it was so wonderful. I remember the conversations with your mother and your dad, and we had such wonderful times. Thank you for reminding me that. It just brought back beautiful memories. Mahesh ji also was there. Yeah. So, Karan, and I'm so happy you thought of me to be in this film, this epic film. I know it's been 7 years. I don't call it epic that way. It's going to be an epic, and whatever I've seen of it, I've seen parts of it already, and it's such an epic. And you put all your, I don't know what made you do this for 7 years, and I kept thinking, how is Karan doing this? Just staying behind, supporting Ayan and the rest of us so much, and thank you for that. And Alia, you're like a energy, a spirit which dances around the sets, and you project out. You know, I never said this to you, and when I see you from far, I can see this, the energy projecting towards us, and that's a rare quality to have, and that's a quality every actor should have. That's how you come across on screen. That's what I feel is screen presence. And no wonder he said you have become a veteran. I think you have become more than a veteran. It's just, I see your films, and I've seen all your films, and the roles you play, the varied roles you play, is just incredible. And the relationship I had with your father, Mahesh Bhattji, is just a very, I don't think many people know that, the relationship we both had. It was like a guru and a student. That was the kind of relation. We talked about a lot of things, and more than cinema, we talked about the world and things, and it was a beautiful relation. I always cherish those relationships. Thank you for making me a part of your film. All right. And చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి రణబీర్ father and mother, Rishi garu, Neetu Singh garu, I remember growing up on them, and I remember seeing the films. Black Ticket and especially You know, some of the films are just outstanding, and the songs in the film, all that comes back to him. And when I first met Ranbir, I felt like I met my younger brother. You know, it was so incredible, the feeling, and it just came. All the thoughts came rushing back into my mind. And Ranbir, I've seen intensity in actors. You know, we all pretend to act sometimes, but the intensity you get into the role. And there was a sequence which you first did where you go into a trance. And I really didn't know whether you're going into a trance or you're there. It was so real for me. While I was watching that, and I kind of went back and I thought maybe he's here, so I have to hold him, hold you to get you back onto this plane. So, but just working with you, Ranbir, the warmth, the warmth you give me. You know, a lot of times you speak to some people and they're listening, and for you, when you listen to your director or you listen to me speaking, the rest of the world shuts off. You concentrate, you listen. And listening is the biggest gift a person can have. And you do that, the intensity, and Amla and me talked about it. I mean, you don't even blink your eye. Even we could be talking about something. You make the other person feel so important. And that's incredible, and we never lose that quality. And I'm so happy to be working with you, and I learned so much from you while you were working there, and I was working with you. And thank you for helping me with my Hindi a little bit, and telling me, correcting my grammar once in a while. All right. And it's a great pleasure. Andarki cheptunanu, and Brahmastra and Kayan garu, Karan garu annattu, it's been a journey laga jarigindi. Naadi chinna journey ee cinemalo, but వాళ్ళ ప్రేమ, వాళ్ళ passion towards cinema is something which I felt with my whole being, and I could hear it all the time inside me. Whenever they say Brahmastra, and I could just feel that epic film coming, and the title is so powerful. And also here on today, I want to thank Marika, and I thank the rest of the team, Niharika, some of them are here. They made me feel so comfortable on the sets of Brahmastra. It was like home. There's so much to talk, I guess. We have so many more press interviews. I have to talk again. And in the Karan garu pan-India film ante, crossover film ante, the చూపించారు రాజమౌళి గారని. అది నిజం, అది కరెక్ట్. The real crossover, real pan-India film was Bahubali for us. And I'm sure ఇప్పుడు తిట్లారు కూడా అది జరగబోతుంది. The way shown Karan now to make that pan-India film, and is there. Indian people just love cinema, and Telugu people even more. The South people, they just love cinema. You could see how our theatres have opened up. First in the country who have opened up and showing the same results. And this is going to be another national film, Indian cinema, crossover cinema. You're going to cross over with India's now. And I'm very, very sure. And he's also shown language is not a barrier. And I'm telling you, there's no barrier here. You're all here waiting for your cinema. And if a Spider-Man can do incredible collections here in the South, this is going to be much, much huge. And I hope with all my heart and my wishes are that this is going to be the Bahubali from the north to the south. Okay, God bless. And Aliaji, you are a veteran now, so we are inviting you.
Oh, I'm not Alia.
Oh, you're Alia.
Rajamouli sir was very confused when he saw me today. He said, "Oh, I am not who is this? Because I've been dressing very differently. Angriki namaskaram. Bagunara? I won't reveal my sources. Brahmastra nakentu special film. ఈ సినిమా మాది 7 years custom. 7 years of our life has gone, 4 years of our shooting life, but 7 years of Ayan's life has gone into, as Karan said, breathing this film as a emotion today. We are standing here in Hyderabad presenting our motion poster with the hope that on the 9th of September, the feeling that we can bring out of this part of the country for Brahmastra will be the same that we feel for Brahmastra. We want you to feel like this is a film, like we said, language being no barrier, of your own. I've had the privilege of doing a whole tour in the last couple of days for promoting our film RRR, and I see the love, the passion, the support, and just the amazing energy. It feels like we're in a dream, when we go around speaking about the film, and the love and support that I've seen RRR get, and Tarak get, and Charan get, and Rajamouli sir get. It's so amazing, and it's so aspirational. So I think we're here with trying to open our hearts wide open and open the doors of Brahmastra for all of you, to invite you in and give you that sense of ownership over the film, because we truly, truly believe that it is a very special film. I'm not going to use special, new, big, amazing, mind-blowing. Those are words now we should not say about our own film, but we really feel like it will find a very beautiful place in your heart. So that is the hope. Sir, I have to thank you. Everybody has, but I have to thank you. I know amidst RRR promotions, and sir, you know how Rajamouli sir is, he get into every little detail. So even the promotion as to where we are standing, how we are looking, everything sir gets down to every little detail. So amidst film being on release, and there's so much to do, you have taken your time out and come here to present our film Brahmastra. So thank you so much. It really, really, truly means a lot, and I know how much it means for Ayan. I think when RRR trailer released, Ayan could not work the whole day. He was calling me 4 times, I can't do anything. Today is RRR day. I can't do anything. He is truly, I think, your biggest fan, and I know how much it means to him that you are here today, being so generous and so lovely. So thank you so much on behalf of the whole team. Nagarjuna sir, I think life truly comes a full circle. You worked with my father, sister, and now me. I think everybody wants to. My father, my sister, and now me. Truly working with you has been, I would say, the most easiest joyride. Like, it never felt like work. I remember the first day when Naksa and Amla ma'am came to Bulgaria. We were all sitting in the room, and Ayan was being very cute and saying, sir, we have this for you and food, and we'll all go for dinner and we'll go for lunch and we'll do this. And Ranveer just took Naksa to the side and said, he's being cute now, but tomorrow he's going to torture you on set. I'm just letting you know. And he was so gracious, and actually the next day Naksa started shooting before us, and we went to set, and it was a bit of a action sequence, and we saw sir, and he was truly disheveled because of the look and because what he had to do in that sequence. And I looked at Ranveer and I said, I think you were right. He's really, really being put to task here. But he, smiling, went through the whole shoot. And I remember every location we used to go to, we used to wait for Naksar to come, the whole team. As Ayan rightfully said, he was the favorite member. So whether it was, in Bulgaria or in Varanasi, even in Bombay, sir was there, and we used to wait for sir to come and have our few get-togethers. So it's truly been very special. Thank you so much, sir. We can't thank you enough for your generosity towards Brahmastra. Okay, now I'm going to stop talking.